Hello and welcome to my second GarageBand tutorial. Last time I showed you how to add loops to a GarageBand project. This time I'm going to show you a few different techniques on how to edit the loops once you've actually added them. You can see we started from where we left off last time, with the same GarageBand project open, and the first thing we're going to do is change one of the instruments of one of our loops. So to do this, the first thing we've got to do is select the letter I icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen next to the loop library icon. This is the track information menu. This is where we can change MIDI instruments as well as do other sorts of effects to them. So you get a full selection of software instruments that GarageBand has available. I'm going to go with the music box today because I'm in that mood. All you have to do is click on it in the right hand side. It changes the software instrument and the part that's being played is now played on that instrument. It's really easy. You can give it its own icon so it's easy to identify as well if you like. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to copy a loop. All you do is click on it, Command C, go to where you want with the playhead, and Command P. It's just like copying and pasting anything in any other program. You know, on a PC you would use Control C, Control P, copy and paste. It's just that easy. Then you can loop it, chop it with Command T, which will slice it wherever the playhead's sitting. Delete parts away that you don't want to use. Move it around to wherever you need it to be. Don't loop more parts. It's a really easy way to work with loops to make them do something that you'd like them to. If you like a certain part, you can chop it out and use it somewhere else. Like here I'm using this chord for the end of the sequence. Something else you can do is open up loops in the loop editor. This is where you can really alter what you're working with. You see it gives you a visual display of what the MIDI notes are actually hitting on a keyboard. It shows you every note that's being hit in that piece, in that loop. You know, you can click on it, see which part it is, what it sounds like. It shows you how long they're being hit for, which is the length from left to right. And it's so simple to work with this, to move parts, or to delete parts, or to change parts. All you have to do is, you know, select what you want to move, change, and drag it basically. Here I'm just shifting everything up by 2 semitones, just because I decided I want to, you know, I want this same loop but in a different key, because if it didn't work with another loop. So I've opened up the piano part and the bass part, shifted them both up by 2 semitones, and there, it's that simple. So it's really easy to work with MIDI that way. But what happens if I want to change the already pre-recorded audio loop? Well, you can do that really easily as well. You just click on it, it'll also open in Loop Editor, and there's a little pitch function where you can shift the pitch. So in this instance, it's really easy to match the pitch of this loop with the other ones. I just have to pitch it up 2 semitones as well. You have to be careful as well. I'll just show you this. If you hear how distorted it got once I pitched it up more than, you know, a couple of semitones, it's because the audio recording is being altered when you pitch shift it, and it always doesn't sound like a natural instrument if you do that. It's not as dynamic as MIDI in that way. You know, you can get away with a couple of tones each way and no one will really notice, but you have to be careful. Okay. More from the piece. It makes it louder, and it also changes the timbre that it's hit with. There's one last thing you can do, which is just want to make sure everyone's aware that if there's a part within the MIDI track you don't like, you can just delete it. You can just click on whichever note you're not happy with and get rid of it. Or if you think it's in a good, you know, good rhythm but the wrong note, you can just drag it down. You don't have to alter the whole part. You can just alter small little portions. Okay, that's about all I've got to show you for editing loops today. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. There's going to be more on the way, and I'll show you some cool stuff with effects and things like that in the future. Bye.